Didn't have a name, and Bob just says, well, you're black, you got voices, we'll call you Black Voices. And that's how we got the name, as corny as that, I know. And 20 years later, we refused to let go of it.
Come by here. Come by here.
Our manager, Bob Ramdani, was heading up an organisation called the Black Dance Development Trust, and they were having their first awards ceremony. And really it was an organisation that celebrated African people's music and dance in this country. He said, Carol, you sing. Can't you bring a few of your mates along and just sing something on the programme, you know, break up the dance a little bit. They called us to open the evening, and the whole, you know, auditorium was on its feet, you know, clapping us. We were like, wow, was it that good? And then right at the end of the evening, they asked if there was any item that the audience would like to hear again. And they said Black Voices. We were like, wow. So we sang again. And I think out of that, we really thought, we've got something here.
I think we've been on pretty much every continent in the world and met some of the most amazing people. And did I envisage that? No. But I think it's because of the love of what we do that has taken us there. We don't seek it, we don't run after it, it just kind of happens, and that's fun. And in a lot of ways, I like it like that. You kind of never really know what's coming. I think we're not a pop group. We don't just sing about any and anything. We sing about real things that affect real people and affect us, you know. So we've lived through a lot of the things that we sing about, and it's how music really has helped us through those things. Hard as though it is sometimes we're on the road for weeks on end, either workshopping or performing, and you just think, oh, why am I doing this? I want to get home, I want to be in my own bed. But then it's like, as soon as you get on stage, it's like this buzz, and we love it. We really do love it.
I just think, you know, in building the repertoire in a very diverse way and giving our concert in a very intimate setting to perhaps 60, 150 people, 300 people, but we're equally comfortable at the Albert Hall or at Symphony Hall in Birmingham. I think it stood us in good stead to command any venue, really. I think Black Voices' credibility was built on supporting a lot of major names. You know, I remember opening for Nina Simone, Wynton Marsalis, we opened for him, we opened for Ray Charles, we opened for the Pope in Rome, you know, so. And luckily, the people we have opened for, we've won a lot of their fans' hearts.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think for Black Voices, in terms of where we're coming from culturally, you never separate singing from movement. It's all one thing. However, when we do our little Motown thing or our little reggae numbers, it's nice to have a kind of choreographed dance hall feel about what you're doing. And so we have younger members of our team who are up on the latest moves, who will say, right, this looks good and it can work for any shaped body, so you will do this. And yeah, we have a lot of fun doing that. We enjoy moving around the stage, and I think that visually that's interesting for your audience anyway. We'll come out. We'll come out.
It is a fun experience. I think everything in Black Voices is fun. Everything in Black Voices is very new, certainly for me, in a lot of ways. I come from a fairly traditional church background, so you know, we don't dance that much and all that kind of thing. And I guess I'm the one who kind of knocks that system a little bit. So when I joined Black Voices and we started doing the choreography, it's like, oh my goodness, you know. And then you realise you've got 2 left feet. Whenever we sing in Birmingham, I think that's when I see us all at our most nervous. Because it's really hard to play in front of your home crowd, I think. And, you know, Black Voices has been around for a very long time. Black Voices is 20 years old now. And a lot of people in Birmingham have heard of us. A lot of people in Birmingham haven't heard of us. We don't sing in Birmingham that often. So every time it's like we're singing in Birmingham, you know, people are kind of expecting something different, and there's that pressure to give them something, you know, more, something better, you know, let's see what you've been up to kind of thing, and you obviously want to do your best. So that's quite nerve-wracking.
I just love the close harmonies and the a cappella stuff, and it's brilliant.
They're special, they're inspirational. I think that's the word. They're very inspirational, and truly blessed in what God's, you know, called them to do.
Always end up in tears. There's certain songs that are quite spiritual, and you just feel weak. You have to surrender to the music. But their voices as instruments are extremely powerful, and that's why we're here.
Very nervous because it's the hometown, and I think that's very telling actually, because Black Voices travel all over the world. We have no problem singing all over the world, but there's something about being in your hometown. And I think because there's big expectancies from family, from friends, and then we've invited royalty very stupidly, so there's a lot of pressure.
That's nice and complete. Ready? Okay, you're ready. Okay, good luck.
Nobody's fool. I keep my mind on that rhythm. Ain't nothing going down that I don't know about. I keep my mind on that rhythm. Yes, I'm the man with the master plan. I syncopate a rhythm in my hands. When I walk down the street, greet everyone I meet with my mind on that rhythm.
And I think we try to have a repertoire that reflects life. So sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad, sometimes you want to laugh, sometimes you're in love, you know. So we try to pick our repertoire along those lines, so our music reflects our life journey, really.
Their voices, instruments, the most perfect instruments.
Brilliant, that's amazing.
Such unity, such emotion, absolutely fantastic.